Hello guys, my name is X1 Gamer and welcome to another Hearthstone Descent of Dragons card review. So this is really the final review before the final ultimate dump card reveal from Blizzard, which will happening today just in a few hours from now. So I'm super excited. So without taking lots of your time, let's go straight into the cards and see what we have revealed in the last 24 hours. So first we start with the neutral epic minion Womrist Purifier 2 mana 3/2. Battlecry, transform all neutral cards in your deck into a random cards from your class. So how good is this? It's a pretty meme card, but a beautiful art, may I say. I love the Blood Elf on the art, very beautiful one. How good is this card? Well, it's a pure meme card, so it's a completely joke, if may I say. It's nothing too special. I compare this card to another meme cards, like for example Explore Angora for Warrior. It's an old card from Journey to Angora expansion. This is type of, it's not similar, but this type of a meme cards that you will maybe just want to go to adventure, maybe you just want to go and see what exactly will happen when you play this type of insane kind of super high roll card. Another one that it remind me is Renounce Darkness for Warlock. It's even more older cards than Journey to Explore Angora. So this was from Whispers of the Old Gods, back from 2016. It was from Warlock. It was for Warlock, so replace your hero power and Warlock cards with another class that costs one less. So this is type of exactly the same type of cards that is not serious and nobody will actually put these cards into his deck. So I purely give this card a 2-star card because I think this can be a very good arena card, just because it's a 2-drop, it's 2 mana 3/2, it's aggressively started card, so most often will trade into 3 drops, which is fine, and also it have a slight synergy and a good effect because we know that usually class cards it's a little bit better than the neutral cards. So if you replace all of your neutral cards in arena with class cards, maybe it will be even better. Other applications that this card can have is that some people going like in crazy stuff like countering Bomb Warrior, countering Hakkar Bloods and stuff like this. So I don't think that anyone will play this card exactly for this type of reason whatsoever. So it's just a meme card, not a bad one. I like the card, I like the design and everything. It's not too powerful, but what can you do? So it's just like that. It's nice little card. So let's move to the next one. Next one, we have very interesting one. This is a druid spell. Embiggen, 0 mana. Give all minions in your deck +2/+2. They cost 1 more, up to 10. So what can I say about this card? A lot of people actually compare this card to Kel'Thuzad. I don't think it's comparable to Kel'Thuzad. Side note though, this card is the name of this card is reference to Simpson TV show. I didn't want too much Simpson, to be honest with you. I didn't watch this show very often, but it's some kind of inside joke that I didn't get it. I need to check out this after the review because I didn't have a chance to check what exactly is Embiggen means. So let me talk about this card. How exactly can we evaluate this card in pure value form? Is it worth to buff up all of your minions in your deck +2/+2 on the price on 1 more mana cost? I don't know. The first thing that I actually come to mind is Surrender to Madness. This is a card for priests that have some kind of similar effect, but it's a way more costly because it destroys 3 of your mana crystals. So it's not very comparable. But let me just say about this card. So what you will need to do to make this card work? Well, first of all, you need to have a deck full of minions. For example, at least 20 minions to actually make this card worth it. It's you have 2 copies of this card, so you will buff your minions +2/+2, and another time like +2/+2, it will become 4 +4/+4. Every minion will become +4/+4. The problem though is that you will need a heavy card draw, so you will be able to draw all of your minions from your deck, so you will be able to play efficient tempo game. But how can you play efficient tempo game if your minions is not very good and you rely only on this card? So if this card is in the last 5 cards of your deck, you will basically doom and you will not be able to win any games whatsoever, because you will rely on heavy draw and you will rely on this card to buff up your cards and win the game by tempo, because this is purely oriented only tempo / mid-range card. So honestly, I can't evaluate this card. I really can't. How I see is this. So usually in Hearthstone, the buffs cost like this. +1/+1 usually cost 1 mana. So if you want to buff a minion +1/+1, you usually pay like 1 mana. So basically you pay 1 mana to buff your minion +2/+2. Is that really worth it? Yeah, it's actually worth it. It's pretty good, it's pretty nice. The problem is it's not very consistent. That's the real big issue here. So if you're somehow able to play this on round 0 or round 1 or round 2, it's probably pretty good, but you still need to consider that your minions will cost 1 more, so you will not be able to curve out very well. So you need to take that in consideration. So I really can't give any stars to this card, because there is 2 possibilities for this card. Option 1, this card will completely broke the game and will be absolutely insane and will be freaking awesome, and everybody will actually play this card. And the other one is that this card will never ever see any play whatsoever. This is not just a card that you will put into your deck just like that. This is a card that needs specific deck building. It requires specific preparation to make it work. So I can't evaluate this card. My personal opinion is that if somehow this card find a way and it's working, it will potentially break the game. Because just think about this. Fill your deck full of dragons, play this card, and then play Freeze, Kindle Roost, Battle Cry, reduce the cost of your dragon by 2 in your deck. So this will be actually be absolutely insane. This is the dream, but why not? It maybe will be even possible. So for now, I can't say anything more about this card. It seems like very powerful, at the same time extremely clunky to use. So I don't know. Let's move to the next one. Next one, we have another druid spell. Reinforcement. 1 cost 1 mana, choose 1, give a minion +2 health and a taunt, or summon a 2/2 treant. So this is a pretty good one. This is a 3-star card for me from get to go situation here. Pretty nice card, extremely powerful on play on turn 1. We already have this type of card before. we have already have this type of cards before. For Druid it was 1 mana 2/2 Enchanted Raven, it was Beast, and basically it was played in every single token aggressive deck. So I think this card will definitely see some play. Is that good to be put into Quest Druid? That remain to be seen. So let's move to the next one. Next one we have Guru the Might Tree, a Druid legendary card, 7 mana, 5/10 taunt. Battle cry: for the rest of the game your treants have +1/+1. So this card have a synergy with the previous one. I really don't think that this card will actually finally make Treant Druid viable, because we see a lot of cards that have support for treants, but we never actually see a deck that is oriented and it's fully on treants mechanic. So I don't see this card will see too much for play, but it's a 2-star card because it have a very good stats. So why not 7 mana 5/10 with taunt and potentially buff some of your future plays from Druid. Pretty nice one. I think this card will definitely see some play, maybe in some specific decks, but I'm not very sure about this. We need to wait and see more cards that support treants for Druid. So it's pretty nice one. Next one we have a neutral epic minion, Blowtorch Saboteur. 3 mana 3/4. Battle cry: your opponent's next hero power cost 3. So this is a very similar to the old Saboteur from Grand Tournament. It's a very old card that didn't see too much play back then outside of Arena, but in Arena this card was pretty nice. So I think this card will definitely see some play in Arena, but it's not very strong one. So I give this card a 2-star card because it's a 3 mana 3/4. So this is a premium stats. It's a very good one, and you can kind of stop your opponent's play a little bit, but not too much, because who in the right mind will want to play hero power on round 4? For example, if you have something else to play. So this, I don't think this is a very powerful card and powerful effect, but it's a 3 mana 3/4, so it's a good stats for Arena, and I think that will definitely see some play. It's a small tech card that is nice to have in Hearthstone. So let's move to the next one. Next one we have a very serious one, and you know guys that I like this type of cards. We have a neutral minion, Dragon Poacher, 4 mana 4/4. Battle cry: if your opponent controls a dragon, gain +4/+4 and Rush. And that's a card now. That's a potentially 4 mana 8/8 without any drawback effects. So yeah, basically you didn't have any drawback effects. The only thing that you need to have is your opponent to have a dragon. How hard this will be in the next expansion? It's called Descent of Dragons, so not very hard, I guess. So this card is actually insane. This card is insane. This is a 4-star card for me. This is absolutely crazy card. 4 mana 8/8 with Rush is absolutely broken in my opinion. Even if you play this 4 mana 4/4 without the effect, you will not feel bad, because this is just a nice card. So I will definitely put this card into my hand, because it's a tech card, but it's a one hell of a tech card, guys. If this was like 4 mana 5/5 with Rush, when your opponent have dragon, could be like, it's okay. But now 4 mana +4/+4, that's like 4 mana 8/8, guys. That the meme is actually alive here. The meme, it's actually alive. This card is so freaking awesome. I love it. I love every piece of this card. It's just so freaking great. I can't wait to play this card. This is my second favorite card after the Crazy Netherwing. I think it's called, for Warlock. So amazing job. Crazy tech cards. I love it. So I can't wait to play Dragon Maw Poacher and get like 4 mana 8/8 on board. So let's move to the next one. Next one, we have an Warlock spell. 3 mana Dark Skies. Deal 1 damage to a random minion. Repeat for each card in your hand. This is definitely very reminiscent to the file from back in the day. The file was absolutely insane card. I think the file is it's a bit stronger than this one though. So this one it's pretty much playable in almost every single control deck, because Warlock usually like to have lots of cards because of the natural hero power that draw cards. So they usually have, when they control, they have like 7, even 8 or 10 cards. So how good is to deal 7 damage on board for 3 mana? It's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. So I give this card a 3-star card. It will definitely see a lot of play in Control Warlock, if Control Warlock is a thing. So yeah, it's pretty nice one, and I really love this type of cards. It's a cheap board clear. It can work perfectly fine against aggro decks, because dealing 7 damage on round 3 or round 4 is pretty much very okay. You don't even care about your own board, of course, because usually when you play control, you have like only tech card minions, like drawing cards that drawing minions, or other cards that buff something else. For example, you can also play this with Blood Mage Taunos, which give +1 spell power, but that's not very reliable, because if this card hit Blood Mage Taunos, the first minion that hit it's Blood Mage Taunos, Blood Mage Taunos will die, and the effect of the buffing spell will go away. So I don't think this is very reliable, but still this is a very solid Warlock card, and I can't wait to play this card and try some of the new archetype for Warlock. So this is everything for this review. I can't wait for the final stream of Blizzard today, and tomorrow there will be a final ultimate review of all the single remaining cards from Descent of Dragons. Stay positive, guys, and I see you next time.